This is the eMeet Luna. I've actually got quite a few of these devices. So before we go into depth on this one, I'll tell you why. If you're ever in an office environment and you're doing conference calls, if you're anything like me, you can't remember telephone numbers. So to go into an office and use one of the desk phones and have to dial in, etc., it's a long and convoluted process. Much easier to be able to pick up your mobile phone, have it connected to something like this, just dial it and put your PIN in. So much easier. And obviously, this is portable, so it's rechargeable. You can take it wherever you want. Or if you're like me and you're on a multi-site job, you can use it in different offices and just leave it in your drawer and pull it out whenever, as well as taking it around in your backpack. There's other uses for it as well. You'll see it in use on a gaming laptop shortly. And basically, the gaming laptop speakers are atrocious, but when connected to this, you've got some decent sound. You can play music through it, you can play your games through it. You can use it in addition to the computer speakers, basically. What you'll also find is, just like a conference telephone or a conference speaker, they have a number of microphones around them. They don't distort. They're an ideal tool if you either prefer to talk hands-free and you don't want to use a headset, or if you're on a conference call and there's a number of people in the room that all want to talk. So in summary, before we have a look at it in more depth, it's a speaker, it's a microphone, it's a conference speaker, it's an additional speaker if you want to supplement something like a laptop, or if you want to play music from your phone. It's basically an all-rounder. Right, let's have a look at it. Before we see it in operation, let's just go through the basics of it. So you've got 3 mics on the bottom that you can see there. This is if your PC hasn't got Bluetooth, then that just connects into the USB port and it's then Bluetooth enabled. Put that back in. Turn it back over. Let's go through the ports first. So you've got your USB-C connector there, and that's for charging. You've got your audio or your auxiliary out. Now that's for either going to another speaker or for linking to another one of these devices. So you might want to daisy chain them. If you've got a very long conference table, you don't want one of these at one end, so you might want more than one. That's your audio in, and that's for your Kensington security cable, so that if you do leave it in an office instead of a connected phone, then that's just going to keep it secure so that people can't walk off with it. And if we have a look at the buttons on the front, this is for the noise reduction system. It's an AI noise reduction system. That's for answering or cancelling calls. You've got your volume up and down buttons here and here. That's for muting the mic. That's for Bluetooth pairing. And there's your on-off button. And if I just turn it on to start off with. Right, so you heard the noise, which was obviously saying that it was turning on. Now the flashing blue lights saying that it's not paired with anything, and there's a reason for that. I've removed the connection from the laptop so that you can see the pairing process and just how easy it actually is. And obviously I don't need to use that dongle because the laptop's got it's got a Bluetooth connection with it. Right, so all you do is open up your Bluetooth settings. You can still see this flashing here. Open up your Bluetooth settings, show Bluetooth devices, and if we go up to the top, add Bluetooth device. Click on that, and straight away you can see it there, the eMeet Luna. Now when I click on that, it says connecting, and you heard the noise, and now the lights stop flashing. So this is Bluetooth connected to the laptop now. Right, let's go through some of the things that it does. So by pressing this, like I said, the AI noise reduction is on or off, and it tells you.
Voice IO on. Voice IO off.
And that's just going to cut down on some of the background noise when you're talking. Obviously, if a call is incoming, then you answer it with that, or you end the call with it the same. These are your volume buttons. If you press that, you get 5 lights up there, which basically said that the mic's muted. If I wanted to disconnect the Bluetooth or connect it to another device, I could use that button and obviously the on-off button. But if you press that for 3 seconds, Up here, you have a number of lights. Up to 5 lights can come on. If you've got 1 light, then that's basically saying that you've got around 5% of battery life left. 2 lights is up to 25%, 3 lights up to 50, 4 lights up to 75, and then 5 lights you've got up to 100% charge. So again, just hold it for 3. So I've got up to 75% charge there because I've obviously been using it. This gaming laptop costs just shy of £900 and it's fantastic. It's got all the RAM that you'll need, it's got the SSD memory in it, processing power is fantastic. However, the speakers are absolutely atrocious, or I think they are anyway. So you've got stereo speakers in it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video. You're going to listen to it through this. I've turned the Bluetooth off on the speaker. I'll turn it on, it'll flip over to it and you'll tell the difference. So let's just get it started now.
Before I do my automated checks in this S3 drive there, I'm just going to talk you through.
Right, so I don't know if you can hear it. I can hardly hear it. I'll just make sure that the volume's up to full, which it is. Right, so I think you've heard just how poor the speakers are on it. I'm just going to press this button, turn the Bluetooth on, it'll flip over and then you'll see the difference. Right, now it's just flipped over to that. With regard to the volume of it,
before we go through the controls, let's have a
so
look
it's on
inside, and
4
it's
of 5
easy
volume.
to get into. Basically, you just push that and it pops
Now that's the
out.
maximum volume. Let me just turn it down.
Inside, you've got an interior.
So very easy to control like that. You can tell it's nowhere near as tinny as the speakers that are in the laptop. There's depth to it, there's volume.
That just lifts out.
And even on full volume, it's not overly loud, but it certainly doesn't
So it's on
distort.
this depth
Let me just
that you
pause
put
it
your
now.
food that's back in.
So pause it on the PC, and the speaker goes off. Now you can tell as easily as I can that that was so much better than that. It's not connected by a cable, purely and simply by Bluetooth, and it worked fantastically. Right, I'm going to turn the Bluetooth off now and show you another way to connect. Right, you get 2 cables with it. One's an auxiliary audio connector, so you can auxiliary out or in from this to any other device. And you also get a USB 3 to USB-C cable. Now this that I'm using is a USB-C to USB-C. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to connect even if you don't have Bluetooth. So if you pop that into there, pop that onto the USB-C connector there, straight away it's connected. You can see that there. And any noise, there you go. So that's not, let me just reduce it.
Lift it up and put it back in.
So that's not connected via Bluetooth, that's connected via the cable. So again, loads of different ways to actually connect it to your devices. Just turn it back up again.
I'll turn it on the wall socket.
So if I was in here and I had this cable, I could just put that to one side and use it as a better speaker than what the actual laptop will offer. It's also charging it as well. So just having a look at the telephony on it and the mics and everything. I'm just going to connect it up to my daughter's iPhone XR, if I'm not mistaken. So it's connected to my phone at the moment, nice and easy to connect it to my daughter's. Simply go into settings, into Bluetooth, and then what I'm going to do is keep my finger on that. Heard the noise, it's come up straight away as the eMeet Luna. Click on that. That's it, it's purred. It was that easy. So if you are in an office environment or anything, that's how easy and quickly you can do it. Right, so let's just dial my number and we'll see what it sounds like. Right, okay. So you can hear it very clear. I'm going to cancel it on my phone and then we'll leave a message.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for
Mark.
Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Right, testing, 1 2 1 2, testing 1 2. Just going to move round as well. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Right, I'm going to hang up on the device rather than on the phone. So that's hung up. Right, now we'll see what the audio quality is like. Right, I'm just going to go on to another device now to phone this because I'm going to use my mobile to connect.
No new messages. Main menu. For your messages, press 2.
So you can hear how clear
Personal
that is.
greetings,
Now I'm
press
going
3.
to,
Mail 1. Saved message.
so
3:27
this should be me
p.m.
in the test.
Testing, 1 2 1 2, testing 1 2. Just want to move round as well. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Right, I'm going to hang up on the device rather than on the phone.
Press 2 to repeat. 3 to
See,
delete.
that's only on
Dial
3
5
volume as
to call
well.
back.
And I'll hang up.
6 to skip to next message.
If I was going to
7 to
mute, just
save.
press that. All the
8
lights
to
come
forward
on,
the message.
end the call, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So an absolutely fantastic device. So you've seen how easy it is to connect. We've connected it through Bluetooth. You can use that dongle if your device hasn't got Bluetooth. We've connected it through the USB-C port. We've used it as a speaker. We've used it as a conference speaker or a hands-free speaker. There's no distortion. It's not too loud to create that distortion. There's plenty of control on it. The connection is very, very easy. You can mute. So that to me is a big recommendation.